How to love your job. Do you know? Approximately 70% of Americans, according to a Gallup survey, are less engaged at work. There are ways to return to a situation where working at your job is easy if you're unhappy with it. What should you do if the work you thought you would enjoy differs from what you had anticipated? Perhaps you accepted your job because you needed the money, but knew it wasn't ideal. Or maybe it started as love at first sight, but gradually became a struggle. In either case, you can mend your relationship with your employer. If you're watching this video right now, you've already made the first move. I am Caden, with expertise in self-development and finance. In my channel, I will tell you different ways to invest money and become a better version of yourself. Do you blame the job, or are you to blame? And what can you do to improve the enjoyment of your current work? Give up being the victim. If you can't instantly change your employment, you must make the most of it because you are in charge of your life. Here are some of the suggestions to help you appreciate your job more. Together, you and your boss should set goals. Work can seem dull if you feel like you need something to work for. Create attainable yet motivational goals with your boss that will inspire you and give your days some structure. Achieving these objectives may also give you the upper hand in negotiations for a raise in compensation or a promotion, or it may give you the freedom to transfer teams, departments, or jobs later. You should talk to your manager about how you've been feeling and seek help if you're in trouble with a particular component of your job. Make sure it's a reliable person. Some superiors are friendlier than others. If you need clarification, ask a coworker you can trust who they think is the most dependable or approachable boss in this situation. Specify precisely what you want from them. For instance, if there is a part of your job that you are having trouble with, try asking, I am having a hard time with this. Have you had any recommendations? List the things you want to get better at. You can only start solving a problem if you identify it. So make a list of the features of your current employer that you'd like to change. Spend some time clearing your mind and removing any prejudices or negativity. Then start a 10-minute timer and list everything you dislike about your employment. Be as detailed as you can. What are your thoughts on who you are and what you do? You're probably not having fun when you're thinking negatively. Practice being aware of your ideas and replacing them with constructive ones. Put a halt to thoughts like, this is a terrible job, I'll never get a better one. For instance, instead, make an effort to concentrate on your job's advantages. Instead, consider alternatives such as, I'm learning a lot, but the complexity of this job makes me anxious. My career will benefit from this. Adjust the way you work. To love your career, you might need to adopt a different strategy or modality of operation. It can be more challenging to deal with a job when it becomes routine. In these circumstances, switching up your strategy could be beneficial. This is referred to as a job enrichment at times. Look for small chances to vary your daily routine at work. Minor adjustments increase the enjoyment of work and keep things interesting. If you're a teacher, experiment with new lesson plans or teaching methods occasionally. If you work as a cashier, consider posing a different query to every customer to strike up a conversation. Never be afraid to request assistance. Don't hesitate to ask a trusted coworker or manager about resources you can turn to for support if you feel overworked, overloaded with work, or are having trouble with a particular component of your job. See if they can guide you toward resources like training or education. That will make those terrifying jobs more bearable. Other options include scheduling tasks, so your workload is more balanced. Ask for new obligations that you find interesting. It can become monotonous and repetitive if you consistently perform the same work. Instead of taking on the chores given to you, offer to do something different. Ask your supervisor whether you may take on some more duties at work. Check to see if there are any areas of your office where more assistance is required. For instance, your company's social media presence may be a touch slack. Offer to turn the volume up a bit. Take periodic pauses, even if it's just for a minute. Leave your regular place of business. Take a break from your laptop and emails and leave your phone at home. Make sure that you take that lunch break. It serves as a time for fresh air, a mental break, and food. Eat a healthy lunch, and if you must snack, choose an apple over a bag of chips to ensure that it is as healthy. Look for alternative sources of energy to caffeine and adrenaline. Build a larger network. Although the difficulties you have in your particular position or sector seem peculiar to you, others are probably dealing with a similar situation. Attending conferences, meetups, and events in your business will help you network. By doing this, you can create a support network that you can turn to for advice or vent when things get complicated. Make a high-energy workspace. Get rid of clutter. Display motivational quotes or images of the people or places you love. Purchase a new pen or planner that makes you happy. Bring in a set of headphones so you can listen to your favorite music, or light an uplifting candle to give your workstation a makeover. You'll feel better about going to work daily if you establish pleasant associations with your workspace. Compile a list of gratitude for your job. Making a list of all the small and significant things for which you are thankful, from the coffee shop you stop at on the way to work to the fact that your employer allows you to support your family. According to studies, writing down all the things for which you are grateful can make you feel more upbeat about the situation you are in right now. You better make sure you're having fun if you're going to devote that much time to something. There is just one chance to live. How would you know that you love your job? Some telltale signals that you enjoy your job are: you lose yourself as time passes. You enter a condition of flow. In a virtually transcendental experience known as flow, anxieties and other obligations seem to vanish, and time becomes unimportant. It occurs when you are engaged in an activity you genuinely enjoy, such as playing an instrument you adore or spending time with a close friend. The same happens when you are engaged in a job you genuinely enjoy. As time passes, you look out the window and swear that the sun just rose before realizing it's pitch black outside. The flow state's best quality is that it feels nice. You believe that what you are doing is worthwhile. You're content. Humans experience joy when they are connected to other people and when they offer or produce something worthwhile. It need not eradicate cancer, although it would undoubtedly be fantastic. It may be more straightforward, like becoming a skilled carpenter and creating something others want or need. No matter the work, you are incredibly grateful to be able to assist and serve others. You have the impression that you are sharing your original thoughts, skills, and talents with others. It's another characteristic that characterizes a happy person and explains how you might maintain happiness daily. The struggle doesn't bother you. Work can be challenging. Writers must labor every day and spend hours editing. Artists may finish a full portrait and then discard it. Engineers produce flawed designs and must return to the calculations and figures they used to start. But you don't care when you're having fun at work. You enjoy conflict. You enjoy going back, improving, and moving forward to achieve your goals. It's worth it to create something beautiful in the end. Sometimes the issue is not your employment. Instead, it may be underlying problems causing you to be miserable. You can work through these issues and determine whether you are experiencing anxiety or depression by speaking with a therapist. That's all for this video. Are you happy with your current job?